And he's only 48. Now, out of so many different kinds of pig years, what do you think the best pig year is?
Metal.
Who's a metal? Raise a hand. Who's a water pig? Raise a hand. Okay, who's a wood? Raise a hand. Who's the earth? Raise a hand. Fire pigs are the best. You know why fire? What's the second best?
Metal.
No. Second best is the wooden pig. It has to be the yin wooden pig, not the yang wooden pig. Yin versus yang.
What about fire pig?
Fire pig is number one.
Yeah, but do you have to be yin or yang to be better?
Both are as good, but usually yin is better.
Yin is better.
Okay. Now the reason for that is if you are born, because the fire pig year automatically brings up a very important stuff we all dream for. The word is a four-letter word called L-U-C-K, luck. So this is a lucky year because fire pig creates a luck. What about wooden pig? The yin wooden pig also creates luck of a different kind. Okay, the wooden pig year creates more whole family type of wealth. The fire pig year creates more like the people type of wealth. So usually good for the society. So there's a major difference there. They are not, in other words, not all signs are the same. So when you pick up from Hong Kong a horoscope book, try to read through it. In my honest, humble opinion, those books are excellent to make money and also to use for barbecue. I have not seen one single book from Hong Kong's author that is even 10% correct. Yet they ask a fortune. When I was in northern China, Beijing, Shanghai, they even copied the books. I mean, copyrights. Amazing. Suddenly this guy looked all red or all blue because of copy quality. It's the best way to spread the germ and kill the world. Everybody wants to buy a copy. So I chose the other way. I chose to publish my predictions absolutely for free in my internet, on the newspapers. Absolutely no charge. So come to my website and see what you think about it. I think it's a knowledge that should be shared. Everybody has a right to look at, having a glimpse of an idea for free. And then how to carry it out is your choice. That's my opinion. Thank you. I've done my marketing party. Living is selling, so nothing wrong with it. Now this year, so anybody born in year the pig, they are born in 1935, 1947, 59, 71, 83. Anyone born in 1995? Not yet. Okay. Now, according to the usual wisdom, if you are the sign of the year, some people said it's terrible. Somebody said it's great. In general, only it's terrible. But this year is a year exception. If you're born in the year of pig, chances are you will do well. Now, what? So, would you mind if I erase this? You know, the eraser is my best secretary. Let me give you a joke. Everybody said I run such a busy schedule, how come I don't have a secretary? Do you know the reason?
Your wife doesn't allow you.
Typically, I work 14 to 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. And my work covers 64 countries. To date, I'm chief advisor to 21 builders, 7 banks, 2 hotels, and 4 cemetery chains in the world. I designed the largest cemetery in Panama and the newest cemetery in southern China. Okay, and also I'm advisor of the Catholic Cemetery Group of Toronto and YMCA of Toronto. So amazing. So I don't deal with religions. I just want everybody to do well. But the reason is, if I hire a good-looking one, my wife will hate me and hate her. If I hire a not good-looking one, I hate it. If I hire a guy, people will think I'm gay. So my best secretary is my little handheld PDA. Okay, my handheld computer, the PDA, and I'm always on the lookout for the best PDA available to the world. Okay, so remember, any guys running your own business, remember your best secretary is your PDA. Okay, the best one to keep you alive and awake is your wife. Okay, so the pigs will do well this year, but since your pig conflicting with the pig, okay, it means you get tired easily, it drains your energy. Because while the pig is the governing power, it's already sitting on this chair. The governing power sitting on this chair. So you're fighting this chair with the governing power. That will make you sick and tired. So the key is, if you stand up, it's going to hurt you. So keep moving around. So the more you travel, the more you will do well. And also you should exercise more because of the health concern. Financially, if you're in a year fighting with the governing power, you must not speculate. You should do something more sensible. Understand? No, that's the pig. So not too bad after all, not as bad as what people say. Metal pig, listen to this young beautiful lady or beautiful young lady, whichever way you want to prefer. Okay, she's asking what about the metal pig? What area should the metal pig business be in? I realized that I did a calculation for her earlier. She's a wood person. So she should be in businesses to do water and wood. Wood to include design, fashion, selling and marketing, transportation, logistics. Those would be good for you. Okay. Now, the second sign is a rat, born in 1948, 60, 72, 84. Any rats here? No rats?
I'm a rat.
You're the rat. No other rats? The rats are one of the wealthy signs. Why not say I'm the rat? You know why rats and snakes are also wealthy signs? Because they know how to hide the money.
Unless you're married.
And because the rat is so smart, that's why they create the mouse for the computers. I think I got a free lunch from Eddie.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, now the rats are into a romance year.
Wow.
But you're married. Okay, remember, but you can do romantic movies. It's fine. My good friend Eddie is my future movie director. Just in case you don't already know, maybe a little bit advertising. Eddie is a very renowned director, movie and ads, promotions, all kinds of things, commercial stuff and so on. Eddie, Jeff, and Holden are going to help me to star and play a 16-episode TV series in the near future. And you guys are all welcome to watch the series on all kinds of TVs in the next 2 years sometime. Am I correct?
That's a
Any
good prediction,
corrections?
yes.
Okay. It's being written and being produced. All right, it's something to do Feng Shui in a dramatized format. So anybody volunteer to be in the show, just talk to the three gentlemen there. All right. So the reds are into romance this year. So if they're in the business dealing with people relations, show business, and anything to do with beauty, they will do marvelous this year. Okay? But there's a bit of an accident sign, sickness sign associated with red. So don't overwork the reds. Let them take a break from time to time. Rest well. Okay? That's the key thing. Now the sign after that is the ox, born in 1937. 49, 61, 73, 85. Any ox? Do you know the number one stubborn sign of the 12 signs? The ox. They say if the ox refuses to drink water, there's nothing to force the ox. Am I correct? You
can't
want
lead a dog
the
to
ox to
water.
drink water, you must lure the ox to drink water. You cannot force it. Okay, the ox will rather break the neck than drink water if it doesn't want to. Okay, so the ox is very stubborn that way. Okay, this year for the ox is half good, half bad. Ox is into one of the three most dominant travel signs of the 12 signs. Very dominant in traveling sign. But the ox are also in a bit of exhaustion symbol. So if you're an ox, make sure you come to my Tai Chi class and exercise well. It's free anyway, every Sunday morning. Okay, but exercise well and try to travel more, move around. Because if you have such a dominant travel sign, you don't travel, you don't move around, money won't come. The more you move around, the more you lure the money to come. So very important to know. Okay, but for the ox, stay away from dangerous situations, sharp objects. Don't ride the car with dangerous drivers like me or something. Okay, so just be careful. Now the next sign is a tiger, born in 1938, 50, 62, 74. How come you're a tiger every year? Tiger is the number two best sign for 2007. Then number two. Now why? Because the tigers and the pigs form something called silver connection. Now remember the governing power is the pig. If the pig can help you, you do well. So tigers are in the power, authority. If you want to expand your business, kind of take in new clients, this is a year to do it. Got it? Okay, very powerful year. Nothing really bad about, except one thing. Now, do you have any older family members? Tell them to watch out their health. Take my word for it. No, but being bald is two reasons. Number one is a sign of wisdom. Number two is too much male hormone. Okay. You know, I had a friend of mine. It's a lady, beautiful lady, but she came to see me for one reason. She kept losing hair. Lucky that she's Jewish, so she has a lot of hair. So it would take forever to lose. My sister didn't want to lose any more hair. And I asked her, what's her hobby? She said her hobby is weightlifting. So flex her muscles. I said, wow. Okay. I said, you don't want to lose hair? Cut out weightlifting. Because when you build up the muscles, you build up the testosterone. You build up the male hormone. When you have too much male hormone, you begin to lose hair. It's natural. So a lot of weightlifters have no hair. Got it? Okay, for tiger people, remember that expand your business, you should do well. Because there's a money sign with you, don't worry. Now the number one best sign is the rabbit for this year. 1939, 51, 63, 75. Any rabbits? Wow, are you born in 1987? No. Rabbit, you know why? Because rabbits and pigs form golden connection. See, tiger is only silver, but the rabbits are golden. Okay? So that means new opportunities, business. If you haven't started business yet, consider to do it. You're going to get a lot of friends to help you. If you are staying in a corporation, there's a chance either you will get promoted or you get an increase in money, salary or something. If you're in sales, 3 words, go for it. Go for it. But personality-wise, out of the 12 signs, you know what rabbit is like? Rabbit people are the moodiest of all the 12 signs. But, listen to the but rabbits are also the second sexiest sign of all. Wow.
Thanks, Paul. I'll pay you later.
Okay.
Paul, which is the sexiest side?
Sexiest side, I'll come to that soon.
Okay.
The snakes.
Okay.
Okay. Now the next sign is a dragon, born in 1940, 52, 64, 76, 88. Anybody born in 88? Any dragons here? None. I don't believe it. What happened? What happened?
Any dragons out there?
Any dragons? No dragon.
See my husband's dragon.
Okay. What is a typical dragon's personality? The number one dreamer of the 12 signs. The number one dreamer of 12 signs. They always dream of ideas. The dragon will do also very well this year. You can almost rank dragon to be number 4 this year. Number 4 best sign this year. They do well in terms of finance, but at the same time in terms of power. So if they are a dragon, think about those lines. Is anything bad with dragon? Mainly because they get very impatient this year. They tend to move around too much. So they actually tend to be accident prone. So tell your husband, don't drive like me. Too slow. Okay, so that's a dragon. Now the most interesting sign this year is a snake. Because the snake is opposite to the pig. So they tend to spend money. So if you have a spouse of a snake, you better watch out your pocketbook. Okay. But the snakes are the number one sexiest sign of the 12 signs. So usually they have a very subtle sense of beauty in them. Okay, keep that in mind. So they make typically good models, or in the beauty business, fashion business, typical snake people. Now, is it always bad to be opposite to the sign? That's very interesting. If you read most horoscope signs, they say a dragon and a dog should never marry, a pig and a snake should never marry. Indeed, they are opposite, they tend to argue, have different ideas. Granted. But do you also realize the fact that the fewest divorces on history, at least according to my record, are between pigs and snakes, and also dragons and dogs. Do you know the reason? Because dragons are called heavenly net. Dogs are called earthly net. When the nets are joined, they become inseparable. The time is 3 years. So if a dragon and a dog can be married for more than 3 years, there's very little chance of divorce. And the snake and the pig form what we call the growth conflict. In other words, the longer the better. But the key timing is 6 years. If the marriage survives the first 6 years, there's no way for them to divorce or separate. Okay? So that's very, so a lot of books accompany How to Lunch when they talk about horoscope signs. I can prove the point because I keep track every single show I've done a live reading for. And I've done live reading for close to 12,000 people on my record. So I create a huge database. And I keep track everyone I've charted for. They can come back to see me anytime in the future. I can still help them in a matter of seconds. The maximum, as long as I'm by my desk, maximum time I need to pull out a file is 6 seconds. I can pull out the file for the person in 6 seconds. Because that's the time for my car to pick up from 0 to 100 kilometers. Yeah. So I use that as an indicator. Okay? So the key to the snake, number one, no speculation. Don't buy speculative things like speculative stocks. Blue chip is fine, but no IPOs. Okay? No penny stocks for the snakes. And also a little accident prone. Eat carefully about hygiene, and also don't rush too much. Drive carefully, slow down, stop at every stop sign, things like that. Okay, and also don't handle dangerous things like sharp objects. But the key is travel. The number one travel sign this year is a snake. The more mobile, the better you do. Become a moving target, so nobody can hurt you. Okay, so that's the advice for the snake people. How many snake people are here? born in 41, 53, 65, 77. Wow, we have a few. Okay, the next sign is number 3 in the chart. Number 3 best in the chart, the horse. The horse is born in 1942, 54, 66, 78, and 90. Anybody, any horses? Horses are the number 1 impatient sign of the chart sign. Look into yourself. If you want, if you're a horse, never become an accountant. You know the best accountant? The best accountant would be sheep, and I'm coming to it. I'll tell you why. But the horse makes the best front line person, the soldier of the front line. So if you want to send a troop to Afghanistan, the one at the but the horse has got basic minimum 2 money stars this year. So if you want to invest in most investments, if you're a horse, you're going to do very well financially. Okay, so talk to my friend Shelly Jia. She'll help me make a lot of money. She's a Bank of Nova Scotia's top financial advisor or something like that. Okay, so remember, horse people into money, into expansion, into exploration. You should do very well this year. Now the next sign is a sheep. Now sheep is very interesting. Out of the 12 signs, the number 1 money keeping sign is the sheep. Not money generating, just money keeping. Okay. And they're born in 1943, 55, 67, 79. And the sheep here, only one. Are you an accountant? Are you a CFO? CFO, Canadian Flying Object? Chief Financial Officer. Now, sheep are very good in handling money and very careful, very painstaking in handling things, very detailed. They make the absolutely best accountants. Okay? And the sheep is interesting too. You would say sheep and pig also form a golden connection, but the sheep is controversial. If you want to do well, you need a rabbit for this year. You don't have a rabbit, you be careful. Okay.
Green, I pick up a.
John the Playboy Club. Okay, just so basically the sheep people, when combined with either the rabbit or the horse, will do very well. Without the help of these two, it may be very fluctuating. Money come and go easily, unstable. So try to get an assistant, rabbit or horse. That's the secret. Okay? Now, the next important sign is the monkey. The monkeys are born in 1944, 56, 68, and 80. And the monkeys are into a very dominant romance year. Last year. So if you're not married yet, okay. Out of the 12 signs, the monkeys are the second most stubborn sign, just after the ox. But they always say monkeys are also the second most mobile. Actually, just like the horse, but in a different way. They say if you're a monkey and you follow a monkey, you'll be all over the mountains. You will be unstable. Because monkeys cannot sit still. They always want to move around. Typical monkey. What is the most typical monkey person we know in Hong Kong? Okay, Shaw, the movie maker. Yeah, he looks like a monkey. He's a monkey, and he behaves like a monkey. I think he's almost 100 years old now. Still alive, still very wealthy, and he just contributed I believe, $40 or $400 million to China to establish some schools, or 200 million. Yeah, very wealthy. He's not just forever living. He also has a very kind heart. Take from society, give back to the society. That's very important. Life should be give and take. Take. You'll never be wealthy. You have to give. Okay, give, no take, you're never going to be wealthy. So it's both. You have to give it the yin and yang. So remember, if you're a monkey, you're due for promotions at work. If you're working with someone, okay, it's a promotion year. If you're not married, it's a good year to get married. If you haven't got a boyfriend, girlfriend, you'll get one, don't worry. If you don't have one, I'll find you one. For my database. Okay, so monkeys, go for it. The next sign is a rooster, born in 1945, 57, 69, 81. The rooster people usually classified as the second world sign just after the pig. And the roosters here. Yep. Roosters usually make very good business people and very good sales or marketer. The English equivalent is the Leo. Leo? Yeah. Well, Leo and tiger are very similar. Leo and rooster are also similar. Leo and tiger are similar in being powerful. Leo and rooster being similar in being able to talk. Okay, so there's some similarities there. Okay? Thank you. So you're welcome, and roosters definitely will do well. There's a money sign associated with the rooster. Also, they are ranked number 5 on top of the list. So what business are you in?
Insurance.
Insurance. You're born in 1969? Wow, you're a young man. You're a good person. Buying and selling is excellent for you. Life insurance is water, and yours in sales, you're double water. Congratulations. You should do very well this year. Okay, so that's rooster. It's where roosters should be into selling, buying and selling, in business to do with trading, and also transportation, through which they will do well. Now, last but not least, is a dog. 1946, 58, 70, 82, 94. Anyone born in 94? Oh, he just raised his hand. Now, it's quite interesting. In I Ching, in life, we use a symbol like this. You ever seen this symbol? That's called Tai Chi symbol. Interesting in a way. When you encounter the largest black side, the next moment you will be on the largest white side. Last year, the dog seemed to be in trouble because it's a gate-year dog. Okay, health, money, not the greatest. This year, they're going to be marvelous. They are ranked number 6 on top of the list. So they do very well financially, good year to start a business. If you're working for other people, you have a very high chance to get promoted. Okay? The only bad thing about the dog this year is jealousy from other people. So keep it low key. Don't be too arrogant. That way you will do very well and win over your friends. So they not a bad sign at all for this year. Because usually when you're in a negative year, the next year usually becomes very good in general. Okay? So have I covered all of you, all the 12 signs, and we don't have a single dragon. I don't believe it. Okay, so any questions? Rooster's health? No, rooster people financially, listen, financially, the roosters are doing not badly this year. But for one reason or another, maybe overworking, the rooster people in this year tend to get exhausted easily. So time to work out, time to rest and work out for the rooster people. Remember, money is not everything. You got to balance it. Can you define wealth for me? Anyone can define wealth for me? What makes a person wealthy? Except now my friend here, he had the best answer, happiness. Happiness. What brings happiness? Health, number 1. I asked my friend. Okay, somebody said money. Let me say this. If instantly you would have $1 billion, I don't know how many zeros, many zeros, $1 billion. But the condition is you have to have a stroke and get paralyzed. What do you prefer? $1 billion or be mobile? What is the, how many zeros are there in the billion? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 9 zeros. Listen, look at this diagram. Listen, this may just change your life. Yeah, $1 billion. Say you want what? How good would you be if you're missing this? You still have 9 zeros. How much do you have? Nothing. What is this? That's your health. Without the 1, the zeros mean nothing. Without your health, it means nothing. So the number 1 thing of happiness is health. Number 2 thing for wealth is what? Love, relations. One of the wealthiest guys in Hong Kong, Mr. Lee, he's the chairman of a huge developing company. But his wife died. Look at Lee Ka-shing, his wife committed suicide over 10 years ago. Are these billionaires happy, wealthy? I think they're poor like hell. They're not happy. They don't have true love. People who love them are these prostitutes, movie stars, who want to make a fast buck. There's no true love. They can trust anyone. They are not happy. They are not wealthy.
What's the relation between the snake and the tiger?
Snake and tiger love and hate relationship.
You mentioned love, and I think you had mentioned.
Now the third is money. Health number 1, love number 2, money number 3. And let me ask you a concluding question, then I get out of your way so you can eat. But actually, I have to eat. Never mind that. Okay. No, I want to ask you a question. I don't want to give you the answer. I want you to take this question home and think about it. In life, do we live to eat or do we eat to live? Think about it. The answer is next year.
If you want more information, you have Paul's card. I think everybody handed them out, and
Yeah.
then his website's
Let me
there
bring
as
you
well.
some good luck for this year too.
February 10th is the article, right? The published date for your predictions.
Yeah, will be most likely on the 17th of
Oh,
February.
the 17th of February.
But it's
So-
usually because Saturday, I think Toronto Star will continue to do it. They've been doing it for 10 years already. But every single Chinese newspaper in the country will publish it.
Look out for that. Although you know a lot of it ahead of time, maybe there's more information in there.
And also Fairchild TV, Chinese TV, want me to be the spokesperson for the Chinese New Year for this year. So for Chinese Year, I appear on the Chinese TV every other moment.
And Paul is going to be at our Chinese New Year
There
ball on
will.
Saturday,
Yes, you will
February
be.
24th.
Yes, you will be. Yeah. Thank you.